stepped up her game in that opportunity. Caitlyn Clark for three, rattles it around for her first deep shot.
Caitlyn Clark dropping a Stephen Curry. Also finishing with a career-high 31 points, her third 30-point game of her rookie season. She was 8 of 14 from the floor, including 5 of 9 from three-point range. She also had 12 assists, giving her an 11th double-double on the season. And only one name there comes to mind: Caitlyn Clark, the Rookie of the Year contender.
Being the first WNBA player that has recorded consecutive 20-plus point rebound games.
She plays hard. I like the way she plays. I love her. I love the way Caitlyn Clark is playing. The game right now is just at an all-time high for the females.
The atmosphere at the Wintrust Arena for Barbie Night couldn't have been more special, as another chapter closes in the WNBA's newest rivalry as the fans cheered on their favorite players. The game had some of the most expensive ticket prices of the season. According to StubHub reports, it was the most expensive game in WNBA history, with an average ticket selling for more than $350 and some courtside seats costing nearly $2,000. Those seats better be worth it. Some celebrities made sure to catch the action, with Shaquille O'Neal showing his support for both teams, running the diplomatic business on the court, I see. As we know, only two names register in our minds when the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky face off: Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese. A rivalry pact I'm thinking of is Made in Heaven. For the fourth time, the stakes have never been higher. The rookie sensations met on Friday for the final time in the 2024 regular season. Prior to this, if the first three games of this series were any indication, Friday's game will be tight-fisted. The previous contests were decided by a combined 10 points, with Indiana winning the first two and Chicago taking the third. However, a lot has changed for the both teams since those three games in June. Indiana has found its groove offensively behind its big three of Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Alia Boston, and it looks poised to return to the playoffs for the first time since 2016. After the Fever defeated the Sun on Wednesday, the head coach Christy Sides was heads over the moon as she lauded her team's performance.
The maturity and the toughness that my players showed tonight was just incredible. I mean, we're watching them just grow up, right? Like from where we started to where we are now. Just the way they've just consistently improved with that 1%. So for me, proud for the win. Connecticut is an incredible team. I'm so proud of these players.
On the other side, the Sky were plagued with 3 losses, which came by a combined 8 points. A disastrous run, I must say, with an urgent need to execute down the stretch of close games. Head coach Teresa Weatherspoon said to her team following Wednesday's defeat to the Mystics that her team must do the little things right in crucial moments and stay locked in on the scouting report. She pleaded for consistency in her defensive play and reach into their identity as a team. Some pep talk you got right there. Would this public appeal help turn the Sky's misfortune around against the high-flying Fever, or would the most beefed woman in the history of WNBA puncture more hearts with her heroics? Join us as we enjoy another episode of WNBA Masterpiece between the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky. Knowing the interest and goosebumps primed for this game, the Sky used it to host the WNBA's first Barbie-themed night. But, as expected, Clark and the Fever went rioting as they spoiled the party with their landslide win, with the headliner Caitlyn Clark showcasing another career-high performance as she put on a show in just 32 minutes against the Chicago Sky. Indiana's rookie guard scored a career-high 31 points on 8 of 14 shooting, 5 of 9 from three-point range, and then went 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Also dished out 12 assists for her 11th double-double of the season and passed Tisha Pinashiro for the most games by a rookie in WNBA history to record at least 10 assists with 9. This was Indiana's third victory in a row and 5th in its last 6 games. It also gave the Fever the season series over Chicago, having won 3 of their 4 meetings. Having dished out our masterclass performance, Clark passed Tisha Pinashiro for the most games by a rookie in WNBA history to record at least 10 assists with 9. With the game looming on Sunday, she will be needing only 6 points to secure the most points ever scored by a Fever rookie, trailing only Tamika Catchings's 594 points. Fever guard Kelsey Mitchell followed with 23 points on 9 of 13 field goal shooting and 3 of 5 shooting from three-point range. The game also saw Mitchell's franchise record to 6 consecutive games scoring at least 20 points, and also moved her to a tie with Renee Montgomery for 15th on the WNBA all-time three-point field goals made list with 532. Fever forward Nelissa Smith added 14 points, 11 of which came in the third quarter alone, to go along with 7 rebounds in the win, which moved her past Tierra McCohen for 5th on the Fever all-time rebounds list with 777. Fever guard Lexi Hull earned her 3rd spot of the season Friday night as she recorded 11 points, which included 3 made three-point field goals. Fever reserve forward Damaris Dantas and center Alia Boston combined for 16 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 blocks in the win as well. Indiana led the entire second half and built the advantage to as much as 27 points towards the end of the game. Chicago started the game on a 21-9 run, sparked by Lindsay Allen's back-to-back three-point field goals. Indiana responded with a 12-2 run of its own to end the quarter and cut the early deficit down to 3 going into the second quarter. Clark opened up the second quarter with back-to-back three-point field goals, and Indiana ended the first half leading 47-42. The Fever scored 31 points in the third quarter, which was the highest scoring third quarter for the Fever this season, to begin pulling away from Chicago. The loss to the Indiana Fever has extended Chicago's losing streak to 5 games, which marks its longest losing streak of the season. Sky forward Michaela Onyenwe led Chicago with a season-high 20 points and 6 rebounds, and Allen trailed with a season-high 19 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. Sky guard Rachel Burnham tallied 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Sky rookie forward Angel Reese ended with 10 points and 11 rebounds. The game ended with nothing left to play, but much to say.
I thought that's what we had. Like I said, minus the first 6 minutes, I thought we played really well. And, this was a big one for us. It almost counts towards 2 when you're in the playoff race of like a loss and a win. So we knew it was a big one, but also like we wanted to win the season series with them. That was kind of a focus point. And
Caitlyn Clark also spoke about the game's trajectory.
I thought minus the first 6 minutes we were really, really good. I don't know what they scored out. I think I had 21 at that point when we called timeout, and then after that I thought we played pretty good defense. So I'm proud of us. Nobody panicked. We kind of just settled into the game. But
Kelsey Mitchell, the other shining knight of the night, I didn't intend that, talked about the chemistry between the players and how they are becoming more established.
A matter of our chemistry, we've really taken time as teammates to really get to know each other on and off the court, and I think it serves to what you see now. And I think even though it might look a different way to you, we've already established what our chemistry is and how we want to play. And
the head coach Christian Sides wasn't left out as she lauded the importance of the night's victory and next game at hand in Dallas.
We just keep talking about the next one. What is the next one? The next one is Dallas at Dallas, and they got us right before the break in a game that we should have won. So we just keep, we'll go back and we'll show them clips of that. We're just keeping it that. I mean, it feels good to be sitting at 500 right now. It's been a really long time since the Fevers sat at 500. So just really proud of that and where we are from where we started. But I never had any doubts that this is where we could be.
Behind Fever's largest margin of victory this season, the win marks its 3rd against the Sky. The rookie side has been one of the hottest teams in the league since the Olympic break, demonstrating once more how they've had the best offense in the league since mid-June and how they've become one of the WNBA's most dangerous teams. As they go into Saturday's tie with the Dallas Wings, the Fever will be favored to continue its steady run. Don't forget to like and subscribe as we unravel more juicy stories on the Indiana's run in the WNBA and headliner Caitlyn Clark.